They is so bold now. They'll come to your house to try and show out. They'll come to your job and try and show out. They don't care because they think they do nothing wrong. They can't see because they so far gone. They is sick people and they need ongoing therapy for the rest of their natural life. It's toxic. It's a sickness that they have and they need therapy. The sooner the better, because they're gonna just eat at you and eat at you and eat at you until you demise, till you is stressed out. They're gonna stress you to death, because that's what killed my son. He got stressed to death trying to people please. Trying to people please. You can't people please, because the more you do for a person, the more they want. You can do everything. You can wash their foot. You can wash their hair. You can do everything. Cartwheels, backflips, everything you could think of for this person is never good enough, because they love to argue. They toxic people. You know? They like drama in a relationship. It was told to me, ain't nothing wrong with a little drama in the relationship. Who says some stuff like that?
This is Chandelier, keeping it real.
Well, hello my supporters out there, my YouTube family. I had to take a breather for a minute, but I have a very good topic today for y'all. And I'm here on my platform to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, because I'm generally keeping it real. My topic for today, how to get out of a relationship with a narcissist female. How you do that, you walk away, especially when you don't did all you can do for the narcissist female. See, they don't think they narcissists. They don't think they do anything wrong. It's always him. It's not them. But it's always them all the time. They want the man to feel like he's in the wrong. He can't express himself. He can't talk. He loses his voice behind this woman because she want to be in control of him, the whole household. Everybody got to move in silence when they come out like a roaring lion. Something within deep in them is very monstrous. Men, boys, watch out for yourself. Get out of these toxic relationships with these narcissist females. I know they always talk about the men being narcissistic, but they forgot it's another sex out there, and that's female narcissists. Okay? It's not always on the man. A woman could be a narcissist too, and that's what they don't talk about today. They forget all about that. They forget that the man being physically, mentally, verbally, psychologically abused, emotional abuse, you know, playing mind games with them, controlling their every aspect of their life. I mean, dehumanizing them, scripting them from every single thing in their life. Scripting them for their mothers, their fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts, cousins, nephews, nieces, their friends. They want to isolate them. And a lot of them allow them to do this because they don't know what they're into yet until they really sit down and sit to themselves and think, what is going on here? And then by the time they realize it, they're in too deep. But it is help out there for them. They got to seek it. And there's very little help out there for men, which is sad. And they need to really make safe haven houses for these men that got to flee with their life as well as a woman. Got to flee from a male narcissist. Okay? It's like a double standard. They'll tell a man, don't cry. Don't be a sissy. Don't be a punk. Crying's for girls. Crying's for women. No, that's not true, men and boys. Y'all got feelings. Y'all human. Y'all could cry. Okay? Just as well as us women and girls can cry. Y'all not made of steel. Y'all not a robot. Y'all not a wallet. Okay? Y'all not a bank account. Okay? Yeah, they say men supposed to be the head of the household. Yeah, woman can be right there by your side too, helping with the household. Can't put everything on a man. Then they wonder why they sad, they depressed. You know, they lashing out, you know, because everything is always on the man. He got to be the strong one in the family. That's not necessarily true. It takes two to run a household. okay? It takes two to take care of children, okay? It takes two to bring income in the household, okay? You don't need this woman just laying around, not doing nothing, and you sitting home bringing the money while they out doing whatever they want with your money that you make. Only one income in the house. That's not fair to that man that's married to that woman, or that man that is courting that woman for long periods of time. It goes both ways. I don't care if you're married or you're courting. You know, it's supposed to be a team effort, not everything on that man. These narcissist women, y'all got to stop what y'all doing, because God don't like ugly, care less about pretty, and what goes around comes around. When you think that you got away with something, hurting somebody and stressing somebody to death, you're going to get punished by God, because he see everything. You might have got away with it with this one, that one. The next person, oh, I did that, or I taught him a lesson. No, you forgot. Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit is looking at you. He's seeing what you did. He's seeing you watch this person go in pain and get hurt. And then he just lost himself within you, or within them. You can't do a person like that. And what comes around goes around. God sees every single thing. We as human beings, we may not see it, but the spirit person see it. Y'all forgot. God is looking up above. He's looking down at all of us. And we all got to give an account to what we do in this life while we on here. So you run around here trying to control somebody, control yourself. And they always want to say, him. They don't want to take accountability for nothing. These narcissist women do not want to take accountability for what they do to these men, to our sons, mothers, and fathers, that we had lost children behind narcissistic women, you know, over some love, trying to people please these women. What you do is not good enough. I don't care if you take her on a trip, you buy her jewelry, you know, you rearrange the house with furniture, you buy her a car, you take her here, you do that. You actually take her out to dinner. You have a good time, beach, whatever. Y'all all get in the car with the kids and just, you know, be in bliss. Nothing is never satisfied for a narcissistic woman. She is a narcissist, and they would never admit that they are a narcissistic person, and they need help just like the man do. Okay? They forget about the woman. It's a lot of them running rampant out here. And they are called Jezebels as well as Cains, running around here, hurting people, doing what they're doing, and thinking they're getting away with it, and they're not getting away with it. Not says God, they're not getting away with it. Not says God, he sees everything. Not says God, because he sees what you're doing. He knows what you're doing. Your time is going to run out and run up for you. So you need to go to a church somewhere, or you need to go pick you a Bible up and get on your knees and ask God for forgiveness. Because what you think that we don't know and what we didn't see, he see everything we do every single day in our everyday life. He sees it, Jezebels. He see you, Jezebel. Okay? What you did to this man and that man, you will never, ever in your natural life that you live on this earth, will you ever, ever do that to another man. You will never hurt another man. You will never be a cause of another man's demise. And people, they'll never admit it. Men, they will never admit it hurting you. They'll never admit that they bring you to your breaking point where you feel that you're worthless. You know, you're unworthy of being loved. You're unworthy of being cared for. You're unworthy of people being around you. Because they plant those seeds in your head. I'm the only one here for you. They don't care about you. Your mother, your father don't care about you. Your friends don't care about you. Your cousins, your aunts and uncles, nobody want to be around you. You're not capable of being loved. How can you tell somebody that you pose to love? That's not love. That's hatred. That's demonic. Putting a person down, beating them down, just stripping them, dehumanizing them, till they just feel sad. They feel so sad. I'm so sad. Why I gotta be unhappy? Those words are spoken. My son spoke those words. Why he got to be so sad? You know, why he got to be unhappy? No friends, no family around. Losing jobs behind a Jezebel. You know, hurt, crying, tears just running down like a fountain. I kid you not, I tell you no lie. This is something I seen with my own two eyes. Crying, weeping from the stomach, from the heart. The heart was crying. His heart was hurting. He said, my heart hurt. And if you know a person that got a medical condition, you don't stress them out to death when you know they got a medical condition. That is perfectly done. You did it on purpose. Stress them out to know, and a beautiful soul is not here with us. Beautiful soul is not here with us today. My son is not here with me today. A second son that I don't lost. And I'm here to speak the truth and don't care who like it or don't like it. You don't never ever have to look at me. You don't never ever have to talk to me. But I'm going to speak the truth. Because what God gave me, He gave me children to love, to nurture, to bring up, to be productive citizens of themselves, to become something good in their life. My sons, my daughters, to come up and be something good in their life. Not for somebody to dog them out and mistreat them. Just because they are adults now. They're still somebody's child. People seem to forget. Oh, they grown. You don't tell your parents this. You don't tell your family this. Stop talking to people. Or what are you telling them? Or did I put family in it? Did I put family in it? You got to put family in it when stuff is out of control in your household. What you doing in your household. They got to put family in it. They got to call out for help. They got to scream for help. They drowning. They drowning in that hell of pit that you put them in. So they want help. They're crying out for help. So they got to whisper. Things ain't right at home. She is bugging. She is crazy. You want to know what she did to me? She did this. Oh, look at this scar. Look at that scar. I got to lock myself in the room for a week. I got to lock myself in the room for 2 weeks. She got a butter knife, mommy. She trying to get in. That is crazy. That is demonic. Trying to hurt a person when they're not even bothering you. Why a person got to lock their room, lock themselves in the room for 2 weeks, weeks at a time. Just to try to keep confusion down because they don't want to argue with you. They don't want to fight with you. But you got to get your medicine. That's your sick medicine or argument. Or verbally or physically abusing him. Then you'll find when you upset him or left a scar on him. You good to go. You could go out to eat. You good to go. After you cause his demise, you could go to the diner and eat. Who hungry? Who is hungry after they done lost their loved ones? Ain't nobody hungry. We is hurt. Our heart is aching. We can't eat. We can't eat for weeks. We about to fall out. We not even eating it. And we know we got to eat, but we can't. We don't have an appetite. We lost a beautiful person. We don't have no appetite. We want to see that person again. We don't have no appetite. We want to smile with that person. We don't have an appetite. We want that one last hug. We don't have an appetite. We want to dance with him. We don't have an appetite. We want to love him. We don't have an appetite. We want to laugh with him. We don't have an appetite. We want to have more conversations with him. We don't have an appetite. We want that one phone call again. We don't have an appetite. We want to talk to him in 5 and 6 hours again. We don't have an appetite. We want to go visit him. We do not have an appetite. We're not hungry. We're hungry because we want to see him. We're not hungry for that food in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, on the stove. We want to see him. We want to hear his laughter. We want to love on him again. We want to see his smile. We want to hear him singing his songs. We want to hear him rap his music. We want to hear him rejoice with his friends. Rejoice with his brothers. Have fun. And love on his family. His uncles, his aunts, his cousins, his nephews, his nieces, his kids. We don't have an appetite for food. We have an appetite for him. We miss him. Men and boys, you're in these relationships, get out. Don't let her trick you up. Don't get fooled by the beauty, the outer beauty. Don't get fooled with the outer beauty. The outer beauty is tricky. Don't get fooled with these words that they give you. Don't get fooled when they're waking and blinking and smiling and shaking around. Don't get fooled with that. That's what the Jezebels do. They kill, steal, and destroy. They try and wear you in with their sex appeal. You know, with the outer look. Don't get fooled. Get out. Do what you gotta do to save yourself, to save your soul, to save your mind, your body, your spirit. Keep your health up. Don't get fooled. You gotta get out of it. Much as you love a person, you gotta love yourself more to get out of it. Love yourself enough to walk away. It's okay. You got children? It's a court, family court. You could get visitation rights to go and see your children, or go or pick them up, take them for the weekend, go take them places, do things with your children. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, go get your children, do things with your children, bring them at the, you know, the right time that the court says. You don't got to stay with a Jezebel. You ain't got to stay with no demonic spirit. I'm trying to tell you, men and boys, these young boys getting caught up too. You know, getting hurt. You know, getting unalive by these women. I'm here to speak out. They need to make some safe haven houses for these men that's getting hurt out here by these women. They need to. And it need to be spoke about more, because it's not spoke about more like women. We vocal. We're going to tell you that we've been jumped on, that we got our teeth knocked down our throat, that we got our eye jammy. You know, we're going to run to our family. We're going to run to our friends. We're going to run to the court system and get help and get all the protections put on these men. These men is not going to do that. You men, y'all got to start doing that. Y'all got to start calling up on these women. Get all the protection. Get up out of that house. Get yourself together. Safe haven houses will help you. Get yourself together. Your job will understand. You know? Because wherever you at, you can still go to work to your job. But if it's that dangerous, you're going to have to switch jobs, because the Jezebel will come to your job. Because it had happened to my son. They come to your job to show up and to show out and to make you lose your job. And all the benefits that you were going to get from your job. So you have to relocate, get your new job, get yourself together, get your apartment, a house, then go to court and go for your visitation rights. Not that you want to take the children, you just want your rights as a father to have, you know, some visitations with your sons and daughters. If you got sons, daughters, or mixed, you want visitation rights with them, because that is your right to have visitation with your children, because they're trying to hold the children against you because you want out of the toxic relationship. They will threaten you, or you will never see your kids. No, that's not true. Don't let no Jezebel tell you nothing like that. Don't let that narcissistic person tell you nothing like that, because they'll always say, oh, look at you. Oh, it's all you. You ain't never gonna change. You always gonna be the same. How about them change? They never gonna change. They're always gonna be the same. And they never ever gonna get a man to love them and to be with them the way they want them to, because they too demonic and too controlling. And the man, I hope y'all can see right through these Jezebels. I hope y'all can see right through that narcissistic person, the narcissistic tendencies. Go and study it. Look it up. There's a lot of YouTube videos up on it. A lot of people is talking about it. So if you're in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic woman, get yourself up out of it. Don't even let her know what you're doing. Like my mother used to say, God bless my mother's beautiful spirit. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. Get yourself up out of there. Get yourself a support group within your family, a support group within your friends, your true friends, quote unquote. You know, you got to get you some real true friends. Get your family members to help you out. Get your aunt, your cousin, your grandmother, your mother, somebody to help you out to get up out of that relationship. Because they is so bold now. They'll come to your house to try and show out. They'll come to your job and try and show out. They don't care, because they think they do nothing wrong. They can't see, because they so far gone. They is sick people, and they need ongoing therapy for the rest of their natural life. It's toxic. It's a sickness that they have, and they need therapy. The sooner, the better, because they're gonna just eat at you and eat at you and eat at you until you demise, till you is stressed out. They're gonna stress you to death, because that's what killed my son. He got stressed to death trying to people please. Trying to people please. You can't people please, because the more you do for a person, the more they want. You can do everything. You can wash their foot. You can wash their hair. You can do any and everything. Cartwheels, backflips, everything you could think of for this person is never good enough, because they love to argue. They toxic people. You know? They like drama in a relationship. It was told to me, ain't nothing wrong with a little drama in the relationship. Who says some stuff like that? Who want to be arguing and fighting and feuding with their significant other every day, every other week, every month? You know? Who want to be doing that? Nobody want to be arguing with their significant other. That's not love. You know? If you want to fight, you know, go in the ring. You know, take up boxing lessons if you want to fight. You know, go wrestling if you want to fight. You know, go to the gym, exercise, get it out your system. Go jogging, go running. You know, read a book or something. You know, why hurt a person that you supposedly love? Yeah, you might love that person in the beginning, it's all bliss. Then towards the end, towards getting into the relationship, then you turn a black eye at them because you're narcissist, you're toxic. And when you don't get your way, then you get upset, you get mad with them. Yeah, everybody ain't perfect, everybody got flaws. But what you did, what you done, is always him. What you did your stuff. Everybody did their stuff. You know? Come on now, not just on one person. You know, and do you want to go out, you know, building this pity platform for your narcissistic woman behinds? You know, it's him. You got your family against him. They talking against him. You know? Oh, leave him. He ain't gonna change and all that. No, you got to look at that narcissistic person in your family and tell her she need to stop and she need to sit down and soul search herself and change and go get, you know, some real help. Go to therapy and get help from themselves, because they're sick. Nobody is never ever gonna want to be around you. And if they want to be around you, it's because you're doing things for them. You know? You're pampering, you're doing things for them. So, of course, they're going to be around you. You know, if you're footing bills to do this and to do that. Well, she's doing it. We ain't got to do it. You know? So, nobody want to be around you like that. The only people going to be around you like that, exactly what I said. The people that you is catering to, doing this for, doing that for. It ain't like they really want to be around you. But if you offering to do this, and to do that, and to pay for this, and to pay for that, of course, they're going to be around you. But real people that know who you are, and know you that type of person, they're going to be around you. Nobody want to be around no demonic spirits. You know? Everybody want their peace. Nobody going to want to be around a demonic spirit whatsoever. You know? That is demonic. Nobody going to ever want to be around you. You need to get yourself together. These narcissistic women, get yourself together, because you're never going to get a real relationship with a man that's going to stay with you. Your family members are going to start drifting away from you because they know you're hateful. They know you're mean. They know you're demonic. You know, they're going to start drifting away because they ain't going to want to be talked about. You know, they're going to want their family and their friends around them. You're going to be growing old and lonely by yourselves because y'all don't want to change. And people can change. It's no such word as like, oh, they set in their ways. They is not set in their ways. They choose to be that way. They choose to be. Anybody can change. A child can change. Anybody can change. It's narcissistic woman here running rampant out here. These Jezebels is running rampant out here. And I hear all the time. You know, a man, you know, aspire over a love, you know, or he in the hospital fighting for his life. You know, or they got to run away down the street to get away from this toxic, narcissistic woman, this Jezebel, chasing them. You know, come on, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I don't get up on my platform and don't talk about things that I don't know. I talk about what I know, what I have experienced. Okay? This is my YouTube, and I'm up here speaking the truth. So whoever can take something out of this, take it. Whatever you can't use, leave it. Just leave it. And anybody that you know that is in a toxic relationship, is it your uncle, your brother, you know, a nephew, a male best friend or something, let them know. Go to Chandelier Keeping It Real YouTube channel, because I'm going to be putting up more. Because y'all need to be aware that it is narcissistic women out here, and y'all need to know that it is help for y'all. You know, and they need to get a campaign going on to start building some safe haven places for these men that is getting brutally beaten and killed out here by these women. It may not be killed by the hands, but it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. You know, they stress them out. Because they'll be like, well, I didn't hit him. You know, your mouth is enough to tear a person down. Like my mother used to say, that red flannel thing in your mouth hurt people. You know, the things you say hurt people. You know, it's a mental thing. It sticks. Scars may go away. It depends on what type of scar it is. A scar go away if it ain't that bad. But that mental abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, emotional abuse, that stuff do not go away. That stays. That sticks. And then they be beat down. Their soul, their spirit be beat down. They be dehumanized so much till they call themselves ugly. You know? Then you got to try and build them back up. Who calling you ugly? Who's saying you're not worthy of being in love? Who's saying you around here running rampant? You know? It's a reason behind everything that a man does too. Why is he acting that way? A person don't act that way for nothing. Just like they say, why is that woman acting that way? Something had to happen to her. It's the same thing with the man. Something had to happen to that man to make him act that way. If he's acting that way, if he's lashing out, if he's getting physically abusive towards everybody, even his loved ones, because that narcissistic woman had turned him out and made him act that way towards other people. Because he don't want to lash out on her and hurt her. So he's lashing out on his brothers, his sister, his mother, his cousins, his aunts. You know? It's a reason behind everything that a person does. Why he acting that way? He wasn't acting that way before. Especially a mother knows each and every one of her children. He acting that way for a person. That's not him. That's not that person. We don't know him to be like that. He's a kind, loving person. He'll literally give you the shirt off his back. He'll literally take you to his mother's house to get some food, and his mother will feed them. And he would give that person a whole outfit with a fitted cap. And the mother will wrap a plate of food up for him and give it to him so he can take it for later. Okay? So I know. And just like mothers and fathers, y'all know y'all children. And if they lashing out, something's going on in those relationships that they in. If you see your son is changing and turning on you and disrespecting you, and you know that he's not that way, you got to look into that relationship. You got to sit down and talk to your son. Son, it's okay to walk away. Son, whenever you get ready, not getting in your business, but whenever you get ready, you can come and talk to your mother and me. You know? Because we don't want to bond up in your relationships. Okay? We can't make you leave no one. Okay? You got to see the bigger picture. You got to get down on your bending knees and pray and ask God to help you to get up out of it. Because they'll put something up on you. Because some of them do spells and all that type of stuff. You know? Different Jezebels do different things. You know? Different narcissist women do different things. You know? Because they'll make you and they just keep beating it in your head. They don't care about you. They left you. They don't want to be around you. That one left you. This one left you. Your mother left you. Your father left you. I'm the only one here for you. I'm the only one looked at for you. And they believe that. And then you got to talk to them, keep talking to them constantly. Don't listen to them. You know that's not true. You know we love you. You know we care for you. They saying that stuff because we not there. And they really got the upper hand, especially when they is the only one there, when they living in your apartment. That is that man's apartment. That is that man's house. And they living in their house trying to run their house. Trying to tell them how to do. And they not even on the lease. You know? Got some nerve. You know, trying to run this man in his house. You know, and they're going to tell him that his family and friends don't love him. Y'all got to stop listening to that, gentlemen and boys. Stop listening to that, because I know some of y'all is going through that right now today. Today. September 27th, 2024, some of y'all men is going right through that today. Being physically beat up, emotionally beat up, emotionally beat up, verbally beat up. They doing it all to you. They leaving no stone unturned. They doing the most to y'all because y'all don't have no family around you. And that's what they like. They want to isolate you. Change your whole personality. We don't even know who you are no more. We know you down in there somewhere, Johnny. We want Johnny back. Where is Johnny? Johnny is lost. This is Sam. You're a whole different person. And we see it and we cry out. He may not see us cry out. God see us cry out. We want salvation for our sons. We want salvation for our nephew. We want salvation for our friend. Where is he at? He changed. He was Johnny, but he's Sam. And it don't even help much because the narcissistic woman don't win all the friends away, all the family away. The mother and father living in a different state. They hearing what's going on. You know? When he do get a chance to call, oh, I could call her now. She's gone. You know what happened? Look at this. This and that. She bugging. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I think I hear her. Hang up the phone. That's a shame. They in that type of fear. That's because they look good, smell good, pretty. You know, oh, she's so small and dainty. Oh, she'll never do that. I don't care if they're big, small, tall, whatever. Oh, Sally don't seem like that. You lying on her. Because you would never ever think that a person is like that because the way they look. Stop looking at appearances, y'all. Because the appearance can fool you. They can fool you. Them narcissist women can fool you. They can run a game on a man. And if you're a weak man, you know, and they throw that thigh up on you, you know what I'm talking about? You'll forget all about what she done did to you yesterday. You know, you'll forget. So you can't be that weak to the thigh game. You can't be that weak. You know, you got to remember, this woman is toxic to my life and I got to get out. It's dangerous. You know, somebody going to get really hurt up in here. You know, and somebody going to go to the hospital. Or even worse. You know? Especially us people, the family and friends that looking in, we can't really do nothing. We can't make him leave, but we see it and we crying within our soul, within our heart, and we see it. You know? Just cousins see it, everybody see it. You know, you be so mad. You know, you can't do nothing about it because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. You know, trying to defend, you know, your male cousin because you love him so much and you don't want to see him hurt and you don't want to see this woman, you know, just talking junk to him, you know, all the time, you know, trying to run his life. He a grown man. He already raised. Like I said, grown men is already raised. You cannot raise them no more. They're grown already. If you got sons, raise them to be good sons and to come out and be productive citizens. Because what you forget, narcissist women, you got sons yourself. Remember that. Remember that. They're going to run into some women's. They're going to do your son the same way that you did the other mother's sons. Okay? And us mothers like me, we know. You know? You hurting our sons. You stressing them out to death. You forget you got sons. You forget. And they're going to have a woman just like you. And you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it, and there's nothing you can do about it. And just sit there and pray for your son and talk. Hours on end. Okay? From sun up to sundown. While you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're showering, you're doing all these things. You know, your son don't know you're cooking, you're cleaning. Well, he know you're cooking and clean, but they don't know you don't jump in the shower, you don't did all this, because you're talking to him. Because you're trying to get through to him. You're trying to break that barrier that she don't put up. You know? From everybody. You know? He just was so sucked in from the beauty and the talking down to belittling. That's not love. That's control. That's on a power trip. They want a power trip. They want power. It's a power trip. It's control, manipulation. Because now I got you to myself. Your family ain't around. Your mother and father ain't around. You ain't got your cousin around. I got the upper hand. I can do what I want. My family ain't going to say much. They don't care. This is our relationship. And I don't put my family in my relationship. I don't tell them nothing. I only tell my family what I want them to know. They don't know my family because I'm in secret. And that's how they be in secret. Think we don't know them. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Especially when the person been living within your family. Going with your son. Okay? We know them. Some family members in the family don't know the person. And want to defend them. Want to defend somebody you don't even know. Okay? You can't defend people against your mother or your father or your sister, your cousin, your aunt. How you going to defend somebody you don't even know? And we sitting here telling you and talking about, I don't care. They ain't did it to me. I don't care. She ain't do nothing to me. I don't care. But you will care because like I said, the Jezebel, they always take the mask off. They always take the mask off. Okay? They will show their true colors because they can't pretend forever. It's like the man in the suit and tie. Okay? They always take the mask off. Okay? They let their guard down. Once they know to let their guard down, they got to bring it back up. Because they don't want to show the true them. But they will. Hang with them long enough. They're going to show you exactly who they are. You see, a leopard don't change their spots. A zebra don't change their spots. They can't. It's just like a bee. He don't want to sting people. But it's in his nature to sting you. He don't want to hurt nobody. But it's in his nature to sting you. It's like a pet bull and a Rottweiler. It's in their nature to attack and kill. They don't want to kill nobody, but it's in their nature to attack and kill. Even though you their master, and they know that you love them, and you feed them, and you take them to the vet, and get these little washings and stuff, and get groomed up and everything, and you sit on the couch, and you pet with them, and play with them, and buy little doggy toys, and little treats and stuff like that. It's still in their nature to attack you. You do all this stuff for them today, tomorrow, you're getting attacked. Because they had a day. Like they say, they had their days. Pet bull and Rottweiler, they had their days. You know? And do you feeling bad that he attacked you and you don't want the people to put him down? But he attacked you. It could be your child. They attack kids. They attack babies before. So now the poor Rottweiler or the pet bull got to get put down because he had a bad day. Because it's in his nature to attack. And it is said that he got put down, but it's in his nature. He can't help it. It's out of his control. You know how some things is out of our control. If we late for something, it's out of our control. So it's out of his control. You know, he had that urge to attack. You know, it's the same thing with them. It's in their urge to manipulate, to control. They got to have that power. If they don't have that power, they're growing crazy. They pulling their hair. I got to have that control over him. You're not going outside today. You're not going to hanging with your boys. You always want to go, go, go. You know, but it's okay for them to go hang out and shake their tail feather and twerk at the club with their friends with a drink in their hand. It's okay for them to go on trips and leave you home talking about you don't know how to act. You ain't going on this trip, but you could pay for half of it though. You know, the nerve of them. Like you a kid. Come on, don't allow no woman to treat you like a boy when you know you're a man and you know that your mother already raised you up. Okay? Don't get confused like scratching your head like, you know? You got to let them know you're not my mother. I'm already raised. Okay? That's a pair of shoes that you can't fill, don't know how to fill, and will never fill. Okay? My son had to speak that many a times. Can't fill in my shoes. All my sons are raised. Okay? You can't go around there, just keep doing things. It's going to catch up. God says vengeance is his. Pick up the Bible, y'all. It ain't what I say. It's what he say. Okay? I'm not trying to scare nobody with no God stuff. Okay? Because that's been told to me too. Pick up a Bible. If you don't got a Bible in your apartment or in your house or your duplex or whatever, or your high ranch or whatever you living in, on the house on the beach, go get you a Bible. You can get a Bible in any store. Get you a Bible. If you don't go to church, get you a Bible. Pick it up. Start reading. And it's precious. So that ain't no regular book, y'all. You just ain't going to be able just to flip pages and read. You really got to understand. You got to break it down. You got to read it 4 or 5 times. And sometimes you still don't get it. You know? But God will talk to you. And you will get some understanding. Okay? It's 66 books in the Bible that make the Bible. Get you a Bible. Men, get you a Bible. If you're not going to church, find you a church. Okay? Nobody said you got to join, but then you might like it and join. Get you a Bible, start reading that Bible, start studying that Bible, start talking to God, you know. Go to church, get baptized, you know. Get washed in the blood of Jesus, get anointed, and get rid of that Jezebel. When they see you doing that, they're going to get nervous. Why he picking up a Bible? What's going on? You know, then they're trying to distract you. No, God ain't going to let them distract you. You be like, excuse me, I'm reading the Bible. Leave me alone. Excuse me, leave me, for I call the police on you now because you're bothering me. You coming in the room bothering me. You picking the lock, trying to get in the room bothering me. Okay? I'm calling the cops on you and I'm getting locked up because I'm defending myself. You know? I'm calling the cops so it don't be no bad altercation in here to tell this woman to leave me alone. Okay? That's not right. You trying to diffuse the situation. You know? You don't want no problems. You don't want no issues. You just want to live in peace. You want your peace. You don't got to stay with a person because you got children by them or a child. And y'all men, some of y'all men think that. Go to family court, stop paying your child support. Let them take it straight out. You know? Let them just gun shield it right out the check. You know? And get your visitation. You don't got to stay with no narcissistic woman whatsoever. So whoever telling you that, your father, somebody, you got to say, well, no, you don't. You don't got to stay with no narcissistic woman that putting their hands on you and verbally and mentally and emotionally abusing you in front of your friends and family and stuff. All out in public, embarrassing you in front of your friends. You're not bothering her. She coming to where you at, bothering you. And this stuff that I know, bothering you. You can't get peace edgewise. You with your friends, and they coming where you at, bothering you. That is a sick, narcissistic woman. She's sick. She's thirsting for drama. Like I said, go to boxing, do wrestling, do something. Or go find a man that want to slap you around. Go find a man that want to knock your eye out. Okay? If you want that. But be careful what you wish for. Because you will get it. You're going to get one of them hardcore thugs on the corner or something. Or get a thug with a suit on. Okay? So be careful. Because they wear suits too. Okay? It could be a businessman that's abusing and you'll never know it. Okay? Nice, groomed, shade, go to work every day. You think you got something sweet? He's going to show you what sweet is. Okay? Since you're going to knock around a man? Come on now. It's tricky out here in this world. That man going to show you something. He's going to put some sport on you. You're going to be running out your shoes. Since you like drama, ain't nothing wrong with a little drama in your life. You want drama? Be careful what y'all wish for. You know? Abusing good men out here. You know how many women wish they had a good man? Okay? That'll just take you somewhere and buy nice things for you, buy you jewelry and stuff, you know, and take you places, and do you got the nerve to be nasty? And still gonna be mad at him when he trying to make up with you? I walk right out the jewelry store, you know, with that kind of attitude. You know? And still buy the person, you know, what they want. That's taking advantage of a good man. A man that you know that loves you to his demise. In a toxic relationship, it wasn't their time to go. They had plans for their life. They had things going on. They love their family. They love their friends. They social butterflies. Love to see people happy. Love to see people having fun. Or take you to the store and buy you something to eat. Or buy you a whole outfit. Reminisce with you for hours on end. A good soul. Good soul. Good souls are gone. Good souls. And for other people to sit here and defend other people with stuff like that. How dare you? How could you? Why? How can you sleep defending somebody demonic? How? How do you go on every day? How do you look at yourself in the mirror? How could you even eat defending something like that? That is so wrong to God's eyes. Not just to our eyes, but to God's eyes. You need to pick up a Bible. If you don't know God and you don't know no better, He understands. But once you get to know Him and study the Bible and get some church up in there, He will hold you accountable. Because now you know the truth in the way, in the light. Okay? Because the truth is the light and the darkness is yet to shine. You don't go around defending people when they're wrong. You know? You cannot make a wrong a right when you know it's wrong. I'm going on what's right all the time. Like I said, I don't care if nobody never speaks to me. I don't care if my phone do not ring. I don't care if I don't get a FaceTime. I don't care if I don't get a text. I know who do love me though. Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit is with me right now. They're all around. I got my angels. And I got Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit because I'm speaking the truth. Because I won't, get sucked in. Because I won't turn the other cheek. Like was said to me, oh, you just gonna give in. Give in to what? Demonic? Evil? Conniving? Ain't nobody gonna mess with my mental when I can see right through you. I'm dead to this body. I'm more spirit-like, okay? And people that go to church and people that know the way and know God and know the truth and know the Bible, they know what I'm talking about. I am dead to this body. And I know they're going to spook people. Oh, what's she talking about? She's dead to the body. She's sitting right there, don't talking to us. Because you're ignorant to the truth. Now, I'm not calling you ignorant. You're ignorant to the truth. So don't get it twisted. You're ignorant to the truth because you don't know no better. That's why I say people need to read their Bible. Okay? And need to go to church. And hear the sermon that the pastor or the rabbi is preaching directly from the Bible. Make sure they're preaching directly from the Bible though. Okay? Because I'm dead to this body. So that's why a lot of people don't want to be around me. They're scared. They're scared of God. They're scared of Jesus, God, and Holy Spirit. They're scared to death. So that's why they need to pick up the Bible. And it don't bother me. Like my son told me, my sweet stinker told me, my bookums told me, Mommy is unbothered. With her bonnet on, ain't bothering nobody. That's right, son. Not bothering nobody. Yeah, because I know who loved me. I know who loved me. Okay? So when the rest of people turn on you, you always got God. You're going to have some kids that love you and care about you and always going to be in your corner. And that was my boomkums. My stanker. Because we talked hours and hours on end. And I missed those phone calls. And it hurt me every single day. Every single day I wake up. Every day I wake up. I'm never going to be the same. This is my second son now. I'm never going to be the same. And I'm not taking the tea for the fever. And I'm not taking no shorts and I ain't taking no prisoners. And I'm not having it. I got zero tolerance for ignorance. I got zero tolerance for the Jezebels. I got zero tolerance for these narcissistic women. And I got zero tolerance, period, for anybody Like I said, if you ain't calling my phone, and if you ain't FaceTiming me, and if you ain't texting me good stuff, don't text my phone nothing crazy. Don't FaceTime me nothing crazy. And don't call me nothing crazy. Because I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not bothering you. Please. Please. Do not bother me. Okay? Don't do it. Because I am not the one. Okay? Because I'm good as gold. I don't bother nobody. I'm here for my sons, the remaining ones that's hanging on to a thread. Okay? And praying that this one here, and he may know who I'm talking about, get out of his toxic marriage. For he end up demise, and I get that terrible phone call. Come on, how much can a mother take? My God, how much can a mother and father take when y'all see it happening to you, and you're still going to stay in it? That's not fair to the mother and the father. That's not fair to the cousins, the aunts, the uncles, and everybody that love you to keep staying in this toxic relationship because you think you got kids by you, and they're telling you, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to change. You know? Come on. Save yourself. Please save yourself. Get out while you can. Don't keep going back and forth, back and forth. You're going to go back one time and can't get out. You just got out. My God. Is somebody out there going to love you? Is somebody out there going to love you and appreciate you? You're beautiful people. Men, you're beautiful people. Men and boys, you're beautiful people. You don't got to stay with that toxic woman. There's another woman out there that's going to appreciate you. Like I said, do you know how many women wish they had a good man? These girls wish they had a good boyfriend. You know, high school love type of thing. Yeah, that's my boyfriend. He's so nice. You know? They want them a good guy. You know? Want them a good boyfriend to take them to the prom. You know? Having good, clean fun. And a woman, they want them a good man. A good woman. Want them a good man. Real good woman out there. Shout out to y'all. You know? Waiting on a good man, and these narcissist women dogging them out. They wonder why the man act like that. And then when they get a good woman, they don't know how to act because they think that woman going to want to control them. They scared to death to get no relationship. That's why a lot of them be single. Because they scared to get no relationship because the toxic woman don't damage them so much. Now they got to go and get therapy for years on out. To get themselves together, collect themselves, get themselves back in order, find themselves. Where my soul at? Where my heart at? Where my dignity? Oh, it's over there in the corner. I got to go get it. Where my mind at? Oh, it's under the blanket. I got to go get that. You know? He got to go find himself, piece himself back together. Just ripped him apart, dehumanized him. Got to get prayed over. You know? It's like doing a good exorcism to bring him back. That's terrible. To try to dehumanize a good man. And people out here want a good man. Want to be loved, want to be cared for. Don't want the man pocket, don't want the man wallet. You got a good woman out here today that want a good man and don't want his money. All he want to do is be loved. Like a man, he want to be loved. He don't want to be known as a wallet. People see him coming. Everybody coming. Come running. Come on. Looking at him like a wallet. What pair of sneakers I'm going to get? What trip we going to go on? What movie we going to go see? You know? I want this apartment. No, you can't afford it. Stay in your lane. Be a budget with a champagne taste. No, they're going to win. You can't pay for that house. You can't pay for the apartment. Stay where you at until you can meet your means. And then still can't meet them. Because God said vengeance is his. He's going to script you. He's going to punish you. He's going to script you. He's going to teach you a lesson. God punishes us like we his kids. Okay? You get punished for doing stuff like that. I don't care where you move to. You can't hide. You backing up in the darkness. He see you. We can't see you, but he see you. Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit see you. He see where you moved at. Now I could go on with my life. I did that. I showed him. You treat me like that. I told him to choose. Okay, don't want to choose? Come on. You can't treat nobody like that. It's not right. So you're going to get punished for that. Because God see everything. You backing up in the corner. You moving. It's always going to be there. You're always going to be guilt-ridden. It's always going to be in your mind. The spirit lingers. When people go, the spirit lingers. And they follow you. They be in your dreams. Okay? The spirit lingers. And he a good soul. The spirit lingers. You can't hide. God know what you did. He know what you did. We may not have the full story, but we know what you did. Especially when you told it, we know what you did. I'm a spirit person. I know what you did. That's why you backed up in the corner. You're hiding in the dark. I don't move. So I'm in the clear. That's terrible. You ain't getting away with that. Because God knows. He know what you did. Narcissist womans. Be aware. Because God know what you did and what you're doing and what you continue on doing and think you're going to keep doing it and getting away with it, but you're not. It's like somebody keep robbing people's houses and stuff like that and think they're going to keep on doing it. You get caught. You get prosecuted. You get in prison when you keep robbing people's houses. It's the same thing, narcissistic womans. You get stopped at some point. It may not happen today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, but you will get stopped. Because when people do crimes, they still get caught 20 years from now. Look what's going on in the world. Look what's going on in the music industry, okay? People get caught. Okay? People get caught doing things years and years and still catch up with you. Bam, it hit you when you think you did something. You get that knock. That ain't no family knock neither. Okay? You can't keep doing good men like that. You can't. That is disgusting. That's demonic. That's Jezebel status. People talking about, I ain't no Jezebel. Yes, you are. You don't want to admit it. But you are a Jezebel. When you run around hurting somebody that you're supposed to love, that's not love. Knocking me in the eye and all that, hitting on me, doing all type of stuff, busting me upside the head. That's not love. Love don't hurt. Love don't blaspheme. Love don't call names. Love don't hold grudges on people. Love don't try and starve no one. How are you going to eat and don't feed another person? That's horrible. You need to be in the other corner of the world by yourself. In the pit. With your master, Lucifer. Because that's the one that got you. And he's tricking you. Lucifer is tricking you to do all these things, narcissistic woman. He's going to laugh at you later on. He can withstand the heat. You ain't going to be able to withstand the heat. He ain't going to be thirsty. He ain't going to be saying, give me some water. God, please get me out of this pits of hell of fire because I'm burning. You're going to feel it in your soul. You already bring damnation on your soul. And people that want to hang around, narcissistic, demonized people, you bring a damnation to your soul too. Because you want to hang around someone. You want to people please. Don't bring damnation to your soul when you know they're wrong. Especially if you're a churchgoer. Or you reading the Bible. Or you trying to get in tune with God. Which is a beautiful thing. You cannot straddle the fence. Either you're going to do good or you're going to do bad. You cannot do both. Pick one. Pick. Yeah, we all not perfect. None of us is perfect. But we striving to do the right thing. We striving to try and follow the 10 Commandments. Okay? But you can't do both. You got to choose. How you going to church and you want to meet this person? How you going to church and you want to act out? and fall out and do all type of stuff with people. You know? Leave narcissistic people alone. Leave Jezebels alone. Leave those demonic spirits alone. You know, because they attach themselves to you. Then they have the nerve to tell you, you hurt my feelings. Oh, really? But you run around here doing what you doing, hurting other people's feelings, hurting other family members' feelings, hurt the whole family members' feelings. Devastated. The family. Devastated. We can't get that person back. Devastated. That's beyond hurt. Devastated. Can't come back from this. Can't. You narcissistic females, your number is coming. You got to stop. And I'm not talking to try and scare anybody. It's what God is putting in my heart to put out here on my YouTube channel, on my platform. And I'm speaking the truth. Okay? Your number is coming up. Okay? And I don't wish no ill will on God. It's what God says. It ain't what I say. Okay? Like I said, I'm dead to this body. Like I said, that's why nobody want to be around me. Because I'm going to speak the truth and shame the devil. The truth is the light, and the darkness is yet to shine. And the devil is a liar, and the truth ain't in him. He lying to y'all. He's tricking y'all to do all these mean things to these nice men out here. Beautiful souls. Got us mothers and fathers out here crying for our sons. Could never get our sons back. Never. Gone. Gone. All we got is voices. They voices. Article or clothing. They music. My son was a rapper. He wanted to go places with his music. He was so beat down, he told me, Mommy, it's just a hobby now. Since when your music is a hobby, son? You love your music. It's in your bones. It's in your bones. It's in your cartilage. You love your music. That's all we got. Clothing, music. Something of them. We out here crying every day. Can't get them back. These kids we carried 9 months. Gone behind some love. Trying to people please. Don't get me wrong. Love is beautiful. But I'm talking about trying to love the narcissist woman. Trying to please her. You got to throw your hands up to God. I'm done. I did everything for this woman. I cannot do no more for her. I got to go. And then they don't want you to go. Then they're trying to cause your demise. So you got to go and don't come back from work one day. Have your stuff set up. Just have it set up. That's it. Just make your plan escape. Don't tell nobody. Don't even tell your family about your plan escape until you get to where you got to go. Men and boys. Until you get to where you got to go, then you let someone know, I'm okay, but I had to leave that woman because y'all know how she was. Because the family already know how she is with you. So they already know, oh, okay, as long as you let us know where you are, well, not let them know where you are, but let them know you're okay, they're going to be okay with that. They'd be like, don't let us know where you are. As long as we know that you're okay, it's fine. We hear your voice. We know you good. You know, we know you're still here with us. But you had to do what you had to do. And that's sad that a man got to escape. Just like the woman, they got shelters for them. Like I said, need to get shelters for men so they can escape. It got to be done. Something got to be done with this. Something got to be done. Because we are losing our sons to these narcissistic women because they put things in their ear. They plant seeds in their ear. Then they stop calling their mother. Stop calling their father. Stop hanging with their favorite cousins. You know? Stop going over to their favorite grandma and grandpa's house. You know? Stop interacting with their friends. You know? Didn't have no choice because she ran them all away. Then the friends, you know, they're not like turning on her, but, oh, he was crying all the time. Yeah, because he was hurt, y'all. He was hurt. Y'all his friends. Y'all shouldn't have stopped coming. Y'all should have kept coming. You know? Not get into the relationship, but talk to him. You know? Trying to get your friend out of that. You friends, you stick in there with your friend. You friends, you let somebody know. You friends, you call a mother, a father, let them know. Because we'll come and we'll get them up out of there. Okay? Because he would have been up out of there. Only if we knew. Trust and believe me. He would have been up out of there. Friends should call the parents. I think something going on with your son. That Jezebel, she's doing this and that and the other. She's threatening him with this and that and the other, with this one and that one. To get that man some help. You don't sit there and just be like, oh well, I ain't dealing with him no more. Oh, he letting her control him. I'm out of here. Oh, he's crying all the time. Be a real friend and help that friend. Because now, he done lost himself. He was stripped. He was dehumanized. He was talked about. His mother was talked about. His brothers was talked about. His cousins was talked about. His friends was talked about. Okay? She dehumanized him. So he need help. Now, if it was just one there to help that man, he would have been alive. Y'all got to understand, if y'all free, y'all got to hang in there with him, especially if the parents way across, you know, the world or something. You know, or the grandparents way across the world, or their sisters or their brothers or something way across the world. You know, and even if the brothers, they can't help, you know, but you're talking to them. You know, get him up out of that. You're supposed to be his brother. Don't sit there and allow a Jezebel to plant seeds in your head against your brother. You know, or sit there and talk about your mother or your father. You don't allow nobody to do that. Them Jezebels to do that. They'll talk about your mother in your face. You know, especially if you're married to one or you're courting one. You don't allow nobody to do that. That's crossing all boundaries. You know, that's totally disrespect. So she don't have no respect for you if she's going to sit there and talk about your mother, talk about your brothers, your cousins, your aunts, and everybody to you. You know? Because they want to control you. You know? They want you to think that they're the only one there for you. You know? They love you. No, they love what you could do for them. They love what you could give them. That's what they love. Sitting up every Friday or every Wednesday whenever you get paid to spend your hard-earned money. You know, doing what they want to do. Come on now. It takes 2 incomes today to keep a household running. You know, and sometimes take even more. One person can't do it all by themselves. Then you wonder why the person is stressed out, depressed, sad. Because their money ain't stretching long enough. You know? Because they need the other person to get off their behind, stop being lazy, stop thinking they all that because you're not, and get a job and help that man. Because it takes 2 now. Yeah, they said the man supposed to be the head of the household, but you know, if his check ain't stretching but so far, do the incentive and get a job. Put the children in daycare. You know? You know, you got some going to school, put the others in daycare. Screen people before you put them in daycare too. You know? Because it's crazy in daycare, so you got to be careful. You know? Do your research. Make sure that it's the right daycare. So you can get a job and help this man. Want to put everything on the man. Come on. That's not fair to the man. That's why a lot of men stay single. In their household, living their life, living their best life. You know? Going on trips, doing them. And rightfully so. You know, who want headaches? Who want to be stressed out to death? You know? Stress kills y'all. They have stress clinics. Okay? You men feeling stressed out? Go to a stress clinic. Look it up. They have stress clinics. But first of all, you got to get rid of the issue. You got to get rid of the problem. You got to get rid of your headache. Okay? You got to take out the trash on Wednesday. So take it out. Wherever you found them at, send them back there. Okay? Because you don't deserve to be treated like that. Everybody deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. You know? Because us parents, we had you. We ain't have you for nobody else to dog you out. God don't give parents children for other people to dog them out. And to talk to them crazy and mistreat them. So I want you guys to really focus on going to counseling, going to these stress clinics, getting help for yourself, making escape routes, You know, try and find out if they do get safe haven housing for men. Okay? And I'm Chandelier, I'm keeping it real. Okay? And I'm going to have more talk segments up about this. Okay? Get rid of those narcissistic women in your life, please, for your own sake. Because it's said when I hear that, you know, I don't care if he's black, white, purple, he'll expire because of being stressed out, of being physically hurt by a narcissistic woman. Because it's happening, it's nationwide. You're hearing about it all over. So get out, because they don't want you to talk. They want you to keep things in secret. They don't want you to tell your parents. They don't want you to tell your cousin. They want you to keep quiet. Or what are you telling them? What are you telling them? Did I put family in it? Did I put family in it? Like I said before, earlier, they got to tell somebody. They can't do it alone. They're stressed out. They at their wits' end. They don't give up. They don't throw in the towel. Don't let this be you, guys, grown men and boys, teenage boys. Don't let this be you, please. And y'all going to hear from Chandelier, keeping it real. Okay? Y'all going to hear from me. I got some good talks for y'all. Okay? And I care about everybody. You know? Because God loves everybody. I don't hold no ill will against nobody. The narcissist women, you got to get help. I don't hold no ill will against you. I pray for you because God said visit his. Nobody got to touch nobody. Nobody got to do nothing to nobody. God got that. God going to handle it. When you think you're hurting me, my family, my immediate family, and my cousins, and my aunts, and my nephews, and nieces, and stuff, you're not hurting us. You're hurting yourself. Because it's going to go full circle, right back at you. It always ricochets. You know? So I just pray for you Jezebels. I pray for you narcissist women. I pray for you demonized women. Go get some help for you. And with this, men, have a beautiful, blessed day. Boys, teenage boys, have a beautiful, blessed day. And you will be here back from Chandelier, keeping it real. Okay? Be safe. Be careful. Have a blessed day. And this is Chandelier, keeping it real.